All right, right now we are a big step closer to living on another planet. This morning's liftoff of the Artemis 1 rocket and the Orion spacecraft ushered in a new era of space travel and a new generation of space explorers. Wave 31 News anchor Dan Schaefer joins us live from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. He was there for the liftoff last night. Dan, what's riding on this rocket?
Yeah, a loaded question, Nikel, but philosophically, the hopes and dreams of humankind. Some might even say that it's the survival of our species down the road that is riding on this rocket. More literally, more realistically, it's the means to get there. It's the Orion spacecraft you've been talking about. That is now, as you mentioned, about 200,000 miles and closing on the moon. Now, the spectacular launch this morning of the world's most powerful rocket turns a new page in deep space exploration for the U.S. This uncrewed test flight of the SLS and Orion spacecraft will prove we can build on and live on another celestial body and use the resources that we find there to go even farther. Yes, it's expensive and it is very risky. But with risks come rewards, and NASA Administrator Bill Nelson says it even goes beyond that. It's our call to go out and explore the heavens, and this is just the first step.
Now we're going back to the moon, not just for the sake of going to the moon, but to learn, to live, to develop, to learn how to live on the moon in order to prepare to send humans all the way to Mars.
Now, of course, North Alabama plays a big role in the Artemis program. The SLS rocket was designed and is managed now from the Marshall Space Flight Center. Many of the private contractors that built parts of it, Boeing, ULA, Teledyne Brown, Lockheed Martin, and so many others have a footprint here as well. It is a proud day for all of us. Assistant NASA Administrator Jim Free said, "Today is a day for all of us," meaning the NASA team, to exhale. But of course that team knows there is no time to relax. There's still a lot of science and discovery ahead of them in the next 25 days during this Orion test flight. Coming up at 6, I'm going to show you the unlikely heroes of last night's launch. Without their bravery and quick action, the Artemis 1 launch literally would never have happened. I'll have that for you coming up at 6. Reporting live at Kennedy Space Center, I'm Dan Schaefer, Wave 31 News.